Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. You know, when I see articles like this with titles like this, I tend to get discouraged. And the title reads, Porter, won't be because of me or Spence if we don't fight next. Now, Shawn Porter just beat Danny Garcia. Errol Spence came into the ring and challenged Shawn Porter to a unification bout next. Of course, Errol Spence is the IBF champion. Shawn Porter, newly crowned WBC champion. So, makes sense for them to unify, right? But let's get into Shawn Porter's statement, shall we? I know how this thing works. I know that Errol Spence got in the ring and said he wanted to fight me in front of the world. And I politely accepted that challenge. Not only because he stepped in the ring and said it, but because that's what I really want. I think that I've been in the ring with Keith. I just beat Danny. I think Errol's the next guy for me. That part that you all hate, that I didn't say in the ring because I know better than that, is that there's going to be some business that needs to play out. But I assure you it won't be because of Errol Spence if this fight is not next for me, and it will not be because of me if my next fight is not against Errol Spence. So I think at this point, man, we just got to be patient and make sure that's what everybody wants. And that's the way it goes. I know the WBC has some things in mind for me, and we'll see what happens. Shawn Porter's statement. Now, on that same card, the Danny Garcia, Shawn Porter card, a guy by the name of, what's his name? Yordenis Ugas, right? He beat some dude. He's some bum. I don't know who the dude was, but he beat him, 12-round decision. And they're saying that the WBC may force Shawn Porter to fight that mandatory. Of course, we've heard the WBC say that they wanted the winner of Garcia Porter to face two mandatories back to back. But we also know that unification bouts supersede mandatories. The WBC's done this many times. They've made exceptions. So maybe they can make an exception here. So this is why I don't buy what Shawn Porter's spitting out. You know, many things we heard before this fight with Danny Garcia and, you know, Shawn Porter's father talking about Danny might retire after this fight, or he doesn't want his son to fight too long and all this blah, blah, blah shit. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into Kenny Porter's statement. We want Errol Spence. Errol Spence. Errol Spence. Errol Spence. If anybody decides to do anything other than that, that's not in our control. But we want to fight Errol Spence. I don't want to see Shawn fight till he's 40 years old. I want Shawn to fight the prime guys now while he's in his prime. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Bud Crawford. Great fighters should make each other great. Let's fight. Oh, so you sounding a pretty game now, huh, Kenny? You want to fight? You want Shawn to fight Spence and Terrence Crawford? Okay. All right. It sounds nice, but how about you sign that contract? You know, I was listening to an interview from Eddie Hearn earlier today, and he's sounding like he's going to make an attempt to sign Shawn Porter. Isn't that something? And if Shawn Porter goes to the zone, then that means he has no intention of fighting Errol Spence. Errol Spence is not going to fight him on the zone. That's not going to happen. So if Shawn Porter runs over to the zone, he's ducking. Or we could look at it from another perspective. We didn't really think that this was going to be the next fight, Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence. I mean, Errol Spence is trying to get one more fight in before the end of the year, right? And this leaves Shawn Porter hanging in the background, right? Errol Spence doesn't even have his next fight. Like, it's not even signed. I know he's negotiating with Mikey Garcia. I'm thinking the next fight for Errol Spence is probably going to be Mikey Garcia. And then Shawn Porter will probably get a chance to make one defense of his title before he loses it to Spence, right? So perhaps Shawn Porter will fight Ugas next, and Errol Spence will fight Mikey Garcia, right? That's what it's looking like to me. And then after that, maybe we can get that fight at some point in 2019. But I still don't think that Shawn Porter and his father are too willing to want to make that fight. You know, all this shit that Kenny Porter was saying, he don't want his son fighting too long. He wants him to fight while he's in a prime. And he also wants him to make as much money as he can, you know. And who's going to offer them that money? I'm sure Eddie Hearn and DAZN got money to burn on this guy. But, of course, you know, PBC signed that big deal with Fox, and perhaps they can match that deal, or they can match that money and pay Shawn to keep him on their networks, right? So we'll see how that goes. I mean, personally, I don't think Shawn Porter and company want that fight with Spence, at least not next. Now, I can't say they don't want the fight at all, but, you know, WBC's got other things in mind. More than likely, those plans are going to play out by the WBC. So we're going to have to play the waiting game again, man, for another good fight in the welterweight division. You know, Keith Thurman's not back yet. I mean, there's rumors that he's supposed to be coming back on the, what card was that? The, what was that, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder undercard maybe? So, I mean, even though he's not headlining an event, it'd be nice to see him come back, right? And, of course, Terrence Crawford's got a fight coming up. So, I mean, looks like we'll wait another year for another big fight in the welterweight division. It seems like we get one a year, right? If that. So, you guys let me know what you think about Shawn Porter's statement saying that, you know, if the Errol Spence Shawn Porter fight doesn't happen next, it's not Spence's fault. It's not Porter's fault. But you know how I am. I'm more so leaning towards Shawn Porter being the reason why that fight didn't take place, or his father, rather. There's lots of variables. It doesn't have to be Shawn Porter. His father controls what he does, when he does it, and how he does it. So if Kenny Porter wanted him to go over to the zone, that's what he's going to do. You know, but it's going to be hard to get a fight with Spence if he goes to the zone. Spence has already said he only wants to fight on Showtime. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Is Porter ducking Spence? Is Porter ducking Spence? Is Spence ducking Porter? Will that fight get made next? Is Spence planning on fighting Mikey Garcia next instead? I mean, is the WBC going to force Shawn Porter to fight a mandatory or two mandatories like they mentioned in another article? You let me know. Hitman Boxing, hashtag ASBC. We are the A-Side Boxing community. I'm out.
Fresh about the 37th chamber. Sold 2 dots, killer beat, new generation. I'm killing niggas with no hesitations. Real hell raiser, killing them softly because it builds patience. What's up with niggas and they fucking favorites? Swear to God, man, but I'ma just stop before they say I'm hating. Anyway, this be that chill wave. Each and every day, nigga, it's a lifestyle over this way. Along with getting blazed, talking to some slimmies. Sophisticated conversations while drinking some Henny or maybe some Irish whiskey. If they wanna get down, let's smoke a pound. Smoke green, show us skills with a mouth. I'm on a different type of level than niggas getting they shine. All about that rah-rah, I'm here to captivate the minds, turning niggas into zombie fans. A cult following that knows I get it poppin', just call me the showstopper, man. I'm Midwest till the fucking end, subtracting bitch-ass niggas from my life to get these dividends. I'm dope, hype, fresh, there's no contest. Follow your feather, but it's never lifting you as the best. I got these Ferrari dreams with the top down, nigga. Glowing tree, cruising through the fucking south side, nigga. Lots of hype beats strolling through my timeline, nigga. I just leave them where they at and focus on these figures. I be the old Mr. Grump, really just don't give a fuck about these niggas' feelings. In my opinion, they fucking suck. Yeah, and if they want it, they can see me, bruh. I'm riding solo everywhere, consider that a fucking dead. These niggas scared of competition these days. Fuck a card, I pull your page, so you better behave. I'm an angry nigga, shake me, watch me fucking explode. Like a champagne bottle that just dropped on the floor. It's a whole lot of niggas that can't fuck with my torch. A bunch of pussies, they ain't never stepped a foot off they porch. I'm on a genocide mission to exterminate these fucking fakes, walking with this proton pack, blowing my cares away. I ain't finished yet, serious like Korea threats, throwing out these slurs every minute like I got Tourette's. Fuck, shit, bitch, and some other adjectives. Make it all rhyme. I had you bopping, asking who is this? It's Soul 2 Dots, raising the flag for hip-hop. The fifth element, secret weapon, I be a sure shot. Spitting all these lyrics like it's fucking ammunition on a 40 cal. Seek and destroy these motherfuckers out.